Hello, this is David Samuels of Articulate Sounds. I'm here at Machine 11 Studios. I just wanted to take a quick minute to send a thank you to everyone that made it out to our launch party that went down on January 3rd at the Babylon. It was an amazing night. We had an incredible show, excellent turnout. Definitely a perfect way to celebrate the launch of a new company and the launch of a new community for artists and musicians to be a part of. Right before our concert, we had ArtHop that went down. I got a chance to interview some of the artists that showcased that night. So right after this intro, stick around to see what they had to say. I want to send a special thank you to the Babylon, to our sponsors that helped make this happen, to the MCs that killed it that night, IXL, Tom Genius, Doofenshmirtz, Mayfair District, Feezy, Montana. We had 2Mex come out to headline the show from Los Angeles. He brought the place to its knees and it killed it. It was an amazing show, an amazing night, definitely one to remember. ArticulateSounds.com, we are the bridge between art and music. Check us out, see what we got going on in the future. We have another big show happening on February 7th, and pretty much the first Thursday of every month for the rest of this year. So check out ArticulateSounds.com to see where things are happening. I'm David Samuels. Again, thank you. Peace. Happy New Year. Last night we had a pretty great turnout here at the Babylon Club. We had our first ArtHop for 2013. This is Dave Samuels. I'm here with one of the artists from last night, Steven Nunez. Tell us a little about yourself, man. Where are you from and what are you about?
Steven Nunez, from Fresno, Cali, born and raised. And my art so far, I've been doing it for about 2 years now. So it's a mix of acrylic, spray paint, stencils, stickers. It's a mix of different stuff.
What are some of your influences? What are some things that you like to showcase as you're creating your art? What's in your mind
What's in my mind? You know what? It's like really anything that pops into my head. Like with the collage pieces that I do, from money, politics, icons, people that influence me myself. Now, and just trying to send a little message to it.
I had a chance to actually go through and videotape a lot of your pieces that you showcased last night. A lot of it has a really graffiti feel to it. A lot of. Are you a graffiti artist? Or?
Yeah, I used to do that way back in the day and stuff, and that, it transfers into my work now.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you do make amazing work.
Thank you.
Now, with this being the first ArtHop for January for 2013,
yeah.
I mean, what could we expect to see from you later on this year? Are you going to be back with this again?
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely show with you guys next month for sure.
Awesome.
Bigger pieces, more variety. Trying to get to maybe some abstract stuff like that too.
Sweet, right on, man. I look forward to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if folks want to get a hold of you, man, do you have an email address, maybe something, or
yeah, you could,
a website, anything?
Yeah, it's Camacho Nunez at yahoo.com or Facebook, Steven Camacho Nunez.
Awesome, right on, man. Yeah. Now, as far as you being an artist, you know, being a part of ArtHop, why is ArtHop important for the community, and why is ArtHop important to you?
ArtHop's important in the community and myself. We need art. It needs to get out there more. Everyone needs to get out there more. Fresno has like a lot of talented artists that I've seen. Since
yeah, no doubt. There's definitely a lot out here.
You know, everyone's trying to do their own thing, and you know, hopefully spread the word of art. And a lot of murals are going up too that I've seen downtown. So the word's getting around about art.
And you're even one of the heads that stuck around to check out the hip hop show that Articulate Sounds put on. Man, what did you think of the show?
Oh, those guys killed it, each and every one.
Yeah, it was mad, dude. It was great.
Good hype. It was cool. Good crowd too.
Right on. We got another rockin' show February 7th out here again for the first Thursday ArtHop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll definitely be back, right?
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt. Steven, hey, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it.
Peace. All right. January 4th. We had a great show last night. I'm here sitting with Ben Fernandez. Where are you from, Ben?
Originally Dinuba.
Dinuba.
But, you know, I hail from everywhere, been everywhere, kinda.
Right on, right on. Now, we're here showcasing at the Babylon. What did you think of your experience being out here last night, man? Showcasing here for the first time.
It was one of the better events I've been in. I actually sold. I got major response on a lot of these works here. I've also got compliments on things that I didn't see in my own artwork.
That's awesome.
Which, you know...
It gives you a different perspective and appreciation almost, in a sense, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I feel it, man. Right on.
Yeah.
Now, what's your medium here? You're kind of scattered. You work a lot with different materials, and a lot of the stuff you do, you know, it's custom, you know, which is really a cool element as a fan myself.
I like to call it, or at least call myself, an artist of opportunity.
There, that's sick. Right on.
Because sometimes I just don't have that $6 for that 16-ounce bottle of paint. And even if I do, I don't have enough to get the whole plethora of colors that I want or need.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, if it's available and I've got the ability to put something on it, I'll work on it.
Right on. All right, well, I'm going to go over a few of your pieces here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's see, let's start with some of these vinyl records here.
These records are actually a product of getting that frustration out, finding a center in just throwing paint in a chaotic way. And I also not only stop there, but I go ahead and actually put designs, or rather figures on them, such as these guys right here. And I mean, all of these guys started out just like these guys. And so when it comes down to the model, they're actually people I know, people that I have known, and people that I'd like to know. The three right here are actually three different people that I've known from three different sections of California who are artists themselves, and mainly they do photography and stuff like that, but I went ahead and took their images and recreated them on records and vinyl.
Awesome. Yeah, these are definitely sick, man. So you got to... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Each one of these is actually a person. There's actually... I took the most... Whatever photo I found to show their personality the most is what I put up on there.
Sweet. Now you got a series here. This is a newer series of geishas, but they got a twist to it. Tell me about the twist that's involved with this.
Okay, so I wanted to go with something I call a culture clash. I wanted to bring traditional geishas and do them up with the Dia de los Muertos kind of feel to their face. This series right here starts out with the love letters, and as the love letters continue, and the whole story behind these is interpreted by the viewer, and but it's the love letters that started off, and the suicide which inclinates the whole story, and then it's the ghost of her that's the finishing, or close to the finishing stroke, and right here would be the avenging ghost. I also had another series that accompanied this one that was all samurais, and the samurais were done up with big sombreros, and they had the bullet belts across their chest, and very Western tattoos all over them. But like jailhouse kind of tattoos.
Right, right.
And so I took a little bit of my background in tattoos I remembered from my family's, my uncles and stuff, and kind of put them into that Japanese film.
That's awesome. Now, what's the name of the series again?
Dia de los Geisha Muertos.
Awesome. Now, there's a certain comment to the women here. All the complexion's green. Is that like a zombie style? You influenced by zombies? What's happening?
So the classic green girl, the original green girl, was the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yep.
I grew up watching that every every holiday. I don't remember what holiday it was, but it always come on, Wizard of Oz. And to me, it was very just going from the black and white to this magnanimous greens and colors, and just going to full Technicolor view. When I first saw the Wicked Witch of the West, I was like, that's crazy. As I grew up, the actual show, or the author, Gregory Maguire, wrote a Oz-based fiction book. And I took the idea of a badass Elphaba growing up in life, which is the name of the Wicked Witch of the West in his stories. I took her badass persona and modified it to like a 50s feel. So she's kind of a pin-up-esque Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, it's almost become your stamp of what you're doing. That's awesome, man.
It's actually the same with these two green girls. This is actually a set of twins doing the same pose, but they're two different people.
Wow.
And so and I mean, even in the photography of it, the difference in proportion is evident in it as well. And this guy up here, he's when I first started watercoloring, that was the very first one I did, and maybe that was 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely awesome. It's mean looking, man.
And then this guy right here is, I've actually got a tattoo on my leg of a hand with its tongue hanging out, coming out of a lotus. I did that to represent addiction. And as a youth, I had my own demons to deal with. And
yeah, we all still carry those, man.
Exactly. And so this is just a representation of addiction on how something so sinister can come out of something so beautiful. Make you feel so wonderful, and yet just eat at you while it's got you in its grasp.
And almost be a constant reminder, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now, just going back to talking about your different mediums and how you work with, you got a cleaver here and another knife here.
Yes, most definitely.
Let me get a close-up on these here.
So for one Christmas, my mother decided that I should do engraving, and so she bought me an engraver, and I think it sat there for maybe 3-4 months before I actually picked it up and started engraving. And these two are actually the very first pieces that I did with the engraver.
Nice. How long does something like this take?
For something small like that on a blade, maybe 45 to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour? Do you have something always like sketched out, drawn before you put it on there, or do you just go straight freehand?
I go blind.
Oh, that's ill, man. That's sick. Right on. Now, are these part of a series here? There's 2 top skulls.
So the skulls right there were actually a part of a series. There was a few more pieces that I sold last night that went along with it, and the whole idea behind this actually this project was to use not bought products, rather recycled products.
Right, right.
And so I took, and I mean, it's basically cardboard, but everything's layered and much technique, much time, much effort was put into it. So there's a lot of love behind the garbage that I've presented.
Oh, these are great, man. Right on. Now, what other future projects you got coming on? There's a rumor that you did a coloring book.
Haha.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, so I do have a coloring book. It is it's a bunch of models, basically done up Dia de los Muertos, but very beautifully done, very classily made. I've also got a pinup, or not a pinup, but rather a flash art book as well. I believe I'm going to be printing a whole bunch of those and bringing them to the next ArtHop.
Nice,
I'm
nice.
actually going to be doing some engraved mugs, glassware, and I actually kind of want to do it right outside and do like a live show, and this way we can have
we'd love to see that
stuff. You know?
Yeah, that's something we could definitely get happening real soon. Now, being here at showcasing at the ArtHop Babylon, why do you feel ArtHop is? Why is ArtHop, important to you? Why do you think it's important to the community itself?
It's the fact that I can produce something and bring it to a group of people, and those like-minded to me are attracted to it. And there we can build the bridges of friendship. We can build the bridges of acquaintance, just networking.
Or just build a bridge.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, building a bridge is the best way to get from point A to point B when you've got a big gully between you.
That's pretty great, man. Right
so, the whole art scene itself here in Fresno, to me, is close to the heart. Is where my love's at, and this is my hometown. So, to produce some stuff in the environment that I was raised in, and then to showcase it to everybody else, it's just a mind-boggling experience.
Kaboom, huh?
Kaboom!
Right on, man.
So yeah, it's important not just to me, but to everybody, to my little sister, to everybody else's youngers.
Right, right.
And that's really what I want, because the next wave of artists to come through are the ones that saw my artwork last.
Right. And
so,
the respect, man. Well, you're definitely paying your dues, brother. Now, can we expect you to showcase that here again?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Right on, man. All right, well, some of your fans, how can we get a hold of you? We need to contact you about commission work or things like that. What's a good way to get a hold of you? Do you have a Facebook?
I've got a Facebook. Let me confer to my, what is it?
What about an email? You got an email?
Fernandez.v.ruben@gmail.com.
Fernandez.v as in Valentine?
Yes, sir.
And what's the last section?
Ruben.
Ruben.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Sick. Right on, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming out, bro.
Excellent.
It's a
Thanks
pleasure.
for having me.
Right on. Okay, January 4th, day after our first kickoff ArtHop for 2013. We are here with Kathy Barnett. Kathy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm an artist. I'm a painter and a potter, and I've worked doing art for 17 years, if not longer, and it is the most wonderful life I could have chosen.
Now, is there anything, even as in your childhood, is there anything that you could have thought of doing besides expressing yourself? Did you have anything else in mind?
I had no clue.
Nothing.
I had no clue that I had an artist bone in my body until I picked up a pencil one day in a drawing class, and oh my God, I could draw. And
That's
Matt
awesome.
Meacham helped me to discover that. I've had really great teachers all along the way.
Now, how long have you been making art? How long have you been?
I've only been painting 3 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But you feel you've been an artist all your life, correct?
Right. The first time you pick up a crayon, you're an artist.
Yeah. yeah, that's true. Anyhow, so we had you showcase at our ArtHop last night.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was amazing. There were wonderful, wonderful folks came out to see our art. It was a lovely event. There was a good mix of art. We represented by 5 artists. That was great. I was the only female. That was cool too. I didn't mind that.
There you go.
Working with all you fellas to get it up here and have it happen.
Now this is your first time showcasing here at the Babylon?
Yes.
As far as prior experiences you've had at other art hops, even though you showcase at your own art hop.
Right.
And we'll get into that here in a second. Showcasing here last night, what exactly made it special for you? What are you always going to remember about it? Why do you feel it's important to be out here and take this as an opportunity to show, hey, I'm Kathy Barnett from Reedley and this is what I'm here to show you?
To be able to be here in Fresno, away from Reedley, coming to the big city. Right?
I'll make sure I add a drum roll on that.
But coming to Fresno, being able to share with young folks and to have the work appreciated. I had so many comments last night about how they enjoyed looking, and people wanted to know what is this about, and I would ask them, well, what do you think? And, well, you were having fun. Yes, that's right. I was having fun when I painted having too much fun, right?
Right.
Or talking about my piece, the oppression of Brown, and it's the farm labor camp in Delano. That really touched people. They were amazed, and then they say, I can see the blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, you can see the blood, sweat, and tears. And then also talking about separation anxiety, how that when we lose our loved ones and they're away from us but yet still with us.
Now what's the name of this piece here?
Separation anxiety.
Okay.
And that was painted, it was my first time experimenting with gel medium to get texture. And I knew that I wanted to express my grief and my loss of losing my father, my brother, my husband. And this healed me. Painting this one piece took me so far.
Became really therapeutic, huh?
It's very therapeutic.
When times are hard like that, it's kind of find that certain, to me it's almost like a safe haven where you can kind of sit there and try to reflect on what you're dealing with and trying to find a little escape route to simplify things in a better manner.
Right.
This is what you found as your therapy in the sense. Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now when I look at it, it brings me joy. It's a reminder.
That's great. That's beautiful. Tell me about La Fiesta. What's this about?
La Fiesta, that was a friend's birthday party, and there were mariachis and lots of festivities going on. We had a blast. We danced and we had a great time, and this was what I painted the next day. It's how I felt.
That's awesome.
Very, very beautiful.
How long does something like this take you to do?
Oh, maybe an hour.
About an hour?
About an hour.
Yeah, that hour's extended forever, huh?
Yeah, it just depends what's, all the elements, the sun, whether it's raining, you get different.
Now, something like this, there's a lot of energy, almost like adrenaline, or maybe it's a celebration that goes into it.
Right.
When do you know when it's finished?
At the moment that it's done. And sometimes I can show you with this picture here, this painting. If you look at this one, I was trying to paint a saguaro cactus in the desert with mountains. And as I had a little spot that I didn't like, and I was standing stirring the paint, and I dropped it and it rolled across the canvas. I got mad, I walked away. The next day I come, I pick it up, I show it to my children, and they tell me, Mom, that's the best piece you've ever done.
That's great.
Then I tried to recreate it, and that was this. And
I was going to ask you about some of these that are hanging up here.
There is no recreating what happened there, because as I tried and tried and
That's what they call those happy accidents, huh?
Yep, serendipity. It wouldn't happen, but still this made me happy.
Great, what's the title of this one up here? This one that you're talking about?
It's untitled. It's untitled. It is on upholstery fabric. Acrylic paint, house paint on upholstery fabric.
Are these all made of the same material? Some of these are canvas as well, right?
This is an old, worn, torn canvas, the torn, tattered edge. This piece is called Passion. And I left it with torn, raggedy edges to show the fierceness of how passion can be. And it's very dark but very rich at the same time. And looking at this piece makes me very happy.
I wonder if I turn on my light because it's kind of dark. I wonder if it'll kind of...
A little bit. It brings it
help out a little.
Yeah.
It's got that pale LED glow. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Thank you. Thank you. This piece was created when I was a student at Fresno State. I was just happy to be an art student. And this was just pure joy. And you can see it looks like fire. To me, it looks like a volcano, and I was just ready to erupt. And that's what you see there. This painting here, the red door.
Let me go around here.
Okay. The red door. That was an experience of meeting someone that I never got to meet. They never could come through that red door. They never got to meet them. So they're still trapped behind the red door.
So the mystery lives, huh?
The mystery lives. The next one was a study of color. I wanted to just do red and green was the intent.
Let me try this light again.
I hung it on a line and allowed I washed it and allowed it to drain away, and that's the remainder. And it was very happy. It looks like a sunrise on a lake. Is what I feel is how it turned out. Yeah.
Awesome. Now you got some pieces here on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Last night's show, everybody was pretty much tap dancing around your work.
Nobody wants to step on it.
Okay,
it's
so
a rug.
you did a series of rugs here.
This is a rug. This is not.
Okay, so for the record,
Yes.
look directly in the camera. Let everyone know it's okay to step on a Kathy Barnett.
It's okay
rug.
to walk on a Kathy Barnett painting anytime.
Awesome.
Because that's what it's made for.
There you go.
Enjoy, right?
Case closed. Now we've got a few more over here. These two smaller pieces. What are these called?
This is a ditic called Windswept. I was just trying to envision desert and sky. And that's what we got.
It's got a really warm setting to it.
Yeah, less is more.
There you go.
Right?
Okay, we'll do these bottom pieces first. Oh, you got another canvas piece here, stretched out.
This one? Mm-hmm. This one, it's untitled. It's the Sierra Nevada Mountains and the sunrise. Sunrise over the Sierras would be a good title.
It's got like almost like a native feel to it, you know?
Right. Well, you know I am. I have a Cherokee grandma, so it's true. It qualifies.
Qualifies.
But I don't ride that horse.
Okay, and you got two more here. These are great.
This was not irises. This has the wrong tag with it. This was untitled, and it was just a piece to... Really, I was looking at how house paint behaves on frame canvas. This was one of the very first, where I did a pour and just watched it run across and see how that floats, and I liked it. I like the richness, and I like how
it's bold.
You can't control it.
Yeah.
You have to let it have its own voice. So I let the paint speak for itself. As in this next piece to the right.
To the right?
Yeah.
There we go.
This one is called Springtime for Catherine. I painted it for my daughter.
Awesome.
And she gave it back to me.
Did she owe you money or something?
No. It was just it didn't ring her bell, but it certainly, I like it, so.
That's a great piece. There's a lot of texture in this one here.
Thank you. House paint. All done in the morning. And what happens if you do paint on a hot summer day, when it dries so quickly, that's how you get the cracking and crazing. That won't happen in wintertime when it's wet. So it's completely...
It's all depending on the process.
Depends on the weather, yeah. The piece above it,
this was a really popular piece last night.
Yes, it was. I got many compliments all night long. It's called Fabric of Life, and it's a study of black and white. I was just working on my very first panel. This is the first time I ever painted wood. And this is also the first time I ever painted oil. And it was just to see what can you get out of it. How far can you take it, stretch it? What will oil do? And Lord, it does so many wonderful fine things.
Yeah, this is an amazing piece, Kath.
Thank you.
One of my favorites, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw this one in your studio. I think the night I met you, actually.
Yes, that's right.
I said, whoa, that's who's that?
Beautiful.
Okay, and that's a good little segue.
It represents people, places, things. As I painted each square, I would think about a person or a place or an event that had happened, and that's what inspired each little square.
Fabric of life.
Yep, fabric of life.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's a good segue since we talked about the night we met. You had me showcase at one of your ArtHops in Reedley. Let me turn this light off here.
Right.
Tell me about that.
The
ArtHop on Frankwood.
Art on Frankwood Avenue.
Let me get you in this better lighting. Okay, perfect.
Okay, Art on Frankwood Avenue is an event that takes place April through November in Reedley at my garden. I open my home to the public and we have a great time. Our last event, we sported 5 bands.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had 2 new bands that had never performed publicly.
How did everything work out?
They turned it out.
Awesome.
Those guys
They'll be back?
Well, hey, yes, and they brought neighbors. The music was so beautiful that people from the neighborhood showed up.
Yeah, I definitely had a good time to, the chance I've had a chance to, actually be out there and showcase.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. You'll have me back, right?
Absolutely.
Great.
You're welcome.
Now, what's a good way for folks to get a hold of you? You got a website, email address, Facebook?
Yes, claycat11@yahoo.com.
Okay, that's claycat11@yahoo.com.
CLAYCAT11.
Sweet.
And then also, yes, there's a website, kathybarnettstudios.com.
Okay.
For information and a telephone call, 859-3330.
That's area code
559.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kathy Barnett, thank you so much.
Thank you, David.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right.